Alrighty, welcome back everyone from that short intermission. Now we do have from the Cybergamer CGP 4v4 Championship, we do have, we did just see Avant taking on Insurgency and taking out a 4-1 victory in an intense, amazing series. Now we do have Insurgency now taking on Phoenix.Uprising in what is sure to be another crazy series coming up. Now, of course, these seedings do determine second, third, and fourth, I believe. That's from what I've been told altogether because of the maps for and against. That's why we need to play all 5 maps in this rotation regardless of who takes it out, even if it's 3-0 early on. Now, that being said, I still think this will be an incredible series to watch, just like the last one. The last series was just maps going just within points of each other, within kills, within rounds. It was so close, and it could have gone anyone's way. But enough of that. On this match, introducing my co-caster for this series. He couldn't jump in earlier. He can jump in now. We have the one, the only, Dr. Curry. How's it going?
It's alright, Myksta. I had a bit of a rough day today. Injured myself. Playing a bit of sport, so in a little bit of a pain, but I saw what was going on. I saw you were solo casting. I knew that we had Insurgency up against Phoenix.Uprising, and I just had to get on it and give you some, give you a little bit of support and get myself involved, because these are two absolutely, some of the best teams going out there right now, and can't miss out on a match like this now, can you, Myksta?
Exactly right, and I actually reading a tweet from Hopey. He's saying he thinks, he's not 100% sure, he thinks, but Uprising and Insurgency are tied at 23 maps for and 7 against. If one of them wins 4 maps, they get second. Whoever wins 3 maps, if someone wins 3 maps, ties second with Avant, and then the other team is fourth. But then, Physique did also tweet back at him saying that they have to play against Rick Ross. So that could, of course, come into play. And unless, of course, Insurgency take a clean sweep, it is looking like Uprising do have a good shot at that second place as well. But of course, for those who aren't in the loop with the 4v4 Championship, it's been running down for 3 seasons, or basically 3, I guess, parts of it now. And finally, we're at the very end of it all. We have the first place already being taken out by the team of Immunity. And between Avant, Uprising, and Insurgency, it's all thrown up for grabs for second, third, and fourth. So it all goes off maps for and against throughout these seasons, throughout this final season. And you know what? It's been an interesting structure, and it definitely has shown some great matches come out of this one. And I believe you were watching that final, the stream just before, Dr. Curry, and you can't tell me that it wasn't a good match.
Yeah, it would be a crime for me to tell you that it wasn't a good match. I think those were two of the strongest teams going around right now. Avant, of course, and Mindfreak, also known as Insurgency. The two of them, they've always had a bit of a rivalry between them. They've been around the block for a while, both of those teams, and definitely was entertained. A little bit disappointed. I really wish I saw more out of the Insurgency. Wish that they pulled another 2 maps. Made it come down to the wire, but in the end, Avant were just a bit too strong. I think watching that CTF, the CTF game on Slums, I was very, almost in a sense shocked to see the two teams play like that, because I honestly thought it would have been a little bit more hotly contested, or not so. To me, it seemed like a little bit slow paced. Like both of the teams were playing it very cautiously. You didn't see very many plays going down until really early on or really late. So there was about 3 minutes in each round where both teams were just really not really doing too much and just fighting for map control. And I found that a little bit disappointing and a little bit disheartening to see that from both of them. And I really wish, seeing as though it is like the finals and the full placement in that, we really wish I saw more out of the two teams. But we, of course, do have Insurgency playing once again. So it'll be very interesting to see if they can, maybe lift up their search, maybe their CTF, and see if they can bounce back from it and have a much more, well structured and much more, in a sense, formatted, play style if they're playing the CTF. And it is a brand new team they will be playing up against. Not a brand new team, but a brand new, in a brand new series. So I'd like to see if they can bring something new to the plate, especially up against Phoenix.Uprising, seeing as though Phoenix, I really want to say they're a little bit of an underdog team. You don't hear as much from them, or as, too many, people talk about them, but they just always prove everyone wrong and, have some great series against some amazing teams. I definitely feel like we could potentially having that, go down right now. And Myksta, what about your thoughts on the following series we're about to have going down?
I honestly wouldn't be able to call who would be able to take this one out, but I definitely think that this is going to be an amazing series that's going to come up. You mentioned that Uprising, they're not just talked about and all that, of course. You've got to keep in mind that Insurgency and, of course, the teams of Avant previously known as Cruelty Incarnate, of course. Insurgency was the original name. They got picked up by Mindfreak, the organization. They've been around for a lot longer in these top positions. Now, me personally, I do believe these players have been playing around for as long. But I'm not too sure if they've actually been with this lineup. Now, I'm not too sure, of course, this history. I know that I believe Woods has rejoined them. I believe he used to be in the team with them from COD 4. Now, the reason the Avant and the Insurgency match, they've had so much past history that series is just hyped up, and you could just see it being proven then and there. Just on the spot. Of course, LAN online, always a different story, but regardless, every time these teams match up against, regardless of who is playing, if it's any of these top teams, you can definitely see their past history going down in this matchup, in that series. Regardless of previous results, they're trying their heart out for these games, and it's definitely proving to be a sight to see. Now, we do have Hardpoint Slums coming up as the first map, of course. Then it'll be Search and Destroy Standoff, Capture the Flag Raid, Hardpoint Standoff, and then S&D Meltdown to close things off. But, of course, I'm Myksta, co-casting with me is Dr. Curry. Remember to tweet at the stream, remember to tweet at us for a shout-out. Of course, this is a CGP match between the teams of Phoenix.Uprising and Insurgency, and I'll leave Curry to take off the beginning.
You know what, I think we'll jump on board with one of the Mindfreak or Insurgency players. I'm right now on board as Critical, who is in the heart of the hill. Just as I said that, he unfortunately just got taken down from the side, but I'm not too sure about Critical's role when he plays Hardpoint. I've seen him mix it up so many times, getting a little bit of taste of the anchoring and a little bit of taste of the OBJ, but he's got a very dominant shot, and it always proves time and time again. So it'll be very interesting to see how he plays that. I do notice he does have the double trophies on, so it'll be very interesting to see if it... Yeah, it does look like he will be going for the objective role and chucking down those trophies, giving his team some extra support there. And you're going to see both teams now fight over control of the map. Of course, it will rotate over to the next hardpoint, and it is very important to have spawns for the next hardpoint. Definitely down in the bottom anchor position, you're going to see massive fights going on for that. As you can see, 3 players for the team of Insurgency are now trying to push that cop car. Last one alive will be Zeke, but Zeke unable to connect with any shots on the player, just on top of the dumpsters there. That was in fact Trent there, but the players for Phoenix.Uprising still spawning at the back of that area, exactly where you want to be. And Myksta, it's only been roughly a minute and a half through the game, and neither team really showing that much of a dominant presence.
Exactly right, and it's 28 to 25 the score at the moment, with the team of Phoenix.Uprising currently leading the way. But with such a small scoreline like that, you definitely want to think they want to get these setups going to hold off the majority of these points in these hills, get more points, get a bigger lead. But you just saw there the team of Insurgency managing to get that break, getting those last 25 odd points and gaining the lead in this Hardpoint Slums, of course the first match in this All-5 series. But we do have Critical getting taken down. Let's jump on board with one of the members of the team of Phoenix.Uprising. We'll jump on board with Swanee. He's sitting outside of Blue at the moment, just on Blue Street, just waiting around, checking grave. No one's out there, and he's just really just waiting for someone to come out and contest him. And someone does, and he did get punished for it. He wasn't ready. He did try to poke, and Maka punished him from being there.
Yep.
And it is 51 to 48. Uprising, unfortunately, don't have control anymore. With Maki, playing extremely well, get those kills with the rest of his team, getting a nice setup going. They're watching Grave, they're in the hill, they're watching Anchor, they're watching Mechanic, and they're watching Blue. And then what more can you ask for? Critical's going to take out Swanee, Zeke's going to take out Legends, and Maka will get a nice kill on Physique there as well to get all of his streaks to boot, the Hailstorm, the Lightning Strike,
Sentry gun
the
ready
Sentry
to
Gun,
deploy.
and it's only been 3 minutes.
It's only been 3 minutes in the game, as you just said there, and already Myksta does have those full score streaks, and he's actually just going off right now. In the middle of that hard point, just switching between that AR and submachine gun, doing an amazing job, but finally does get dropped.
Hardpoint
He, of course,
identified.
has been getting a very
Hostiles
dominant
captured
lead
the
on the
hardpoint.
scoreboard, only 50 points, but this early in the game is exactly where Mindfreak want to be, also known as Insurgency, just real quick in case anyone doesn't know. And he's been doing an amazing job. You're going to see those score streaks come into play when it moves over the hard point into a couple of those more open hills. A good example would have been the previous dumpsters or the middle statue area. Of course, if the enemy does take over the hard point, you're going to see that Hellstorm and Lightning Strike come down. But he, of course, does have that Sentry Gun too, which does an amazing job as acting like a fifth player and doing a bit of anchoring for his team. So it's going to be really good to see how he uses those score streaks effectively. Even if he does use them effectively, that would be more so the words I was trying to get out there. But of course, right now, Phoenix.Uprising having complete control of this middle mechanic area. None of the Mindfreak players unable to really touch it. And as the final seconds wind down on this hard point, you're going to start to see Phoenix was only a few points in the lead and start to rotate over that middle statue area. And of course, Myksta, it's going to be very interesting to see if Myksta decides to use those score streaks.
Hostiles have captured the
Exactly
hard point.
right, and we just have to wait and see. I was currently on board with Swanee there, as he was just sitting in the hard point trying to defend it. And look at that, 100 to 101. Not the Dalmatians, but in this hard point slums. These are points we're talking about here, and it's so close at the moment. 10 points the difference. It's been 4.5 minutes. Look at this scoreboard: 15 to 11 for Critical, 16 to 15 for Kui, 13 to 11 for Maka, and 8 to 15 for Zeke. But you know, even though he's going a little bit negative there, nearly by 0.5, he is still getting those points for his team with those captures, the defense, and the assist. Let's look at the team of Uprising though: 17 to 11 for Zeke, Legends has 14 to 15, Trent has 14 to 17, and Swanee has 8 to 13. So both teams are in the sort of same boat in terms of their kills, their deaths, their captures, their defense, all that sort of stuff. And you can definitely tell by just the way this overall score is going. 134 to 108. Now we do have Critical getting taken down over at that back anchor position by the man of Physique. We have Swanee's going to take out Kui. Maka's going to take out Swanee there, as you saw on the screen. Trent's going to take out Zeke and makes it a double to take out Maka. And Physique's going to take out Critical, with Kui taking out Trent. And it's just going back and forth with these kills. You can just read the kill feed all day because it's just going non-stop. No one wants to stop stop pushing, to stop being aggressive. They want to get these points. They don't want to let their opposition get the lead. And it's definitely showing with, yet again, another turning around with Uprising getting the lead 140 to 134. 4 minutes, 7 seconds remaining.
With 4 minutes remaining, it's going to be very interesting to see if the two teams keep trading these hills back and forth, which they've been doing all game long. Of course, you did see previously the Phoenix team have complete control of Mechanic, but then Mindfreak answered back, taking control of that middle statue area. Maka, of course, does have those score streaks in his back pocket still. It looks like he will call in that Lightning Strike, so right now it's going to be very interesting. He does pick up one player, did not make it a double, but does do so in the middle of Graves, taking out Legends there. But Maka, he didn't have to use those score streaks on that middle hardpoint area, as the Hollow Mindfreak did. All Insurgency Story have complete control. But now he's going to start to let them rain down. He did not spot any players, only able just connect at the end, and was one of the players. But both teams just answering back with the heals right now, as it seems like it's going to be the team of Phoenix.Uprising who's control of this little dumpster area, of course, which is a hard point. And right now, I'm just flicking through the players. It does seem like Water Legends did pick up that Hellstorm missile, which is going to be brought into play right now. Only getting hit markers there, but does manage to finally take out one of the players there. Very close call by him. Possibly could have used that more effectively, but in the end, he did use it and only was able to take out one player. But now you're going to start to see both teams starting to rotate over that mechanic area, and it's a little bit of a late push by each team. But it just seems like Phoenix now do have control of it. It was a 50-point lead coming into what could possibly be the final 2 minutes and 30 seconds, Myksta. It seems like Phoenix do have control of this middle hardware, and just as I said that, sorry, Mindfreak contesting it brilliantly, but of course Phoenix a little bit too strong, and with just a little bit of time left on the clock, it seems like Phoenix.Uprising do have the upper hand.
Yeah, we do have 35 seconds left in Mechanic Physique with the triple to take out two of his teammates. I'm just going to point that out. No. you gotta ouch. That would just have to sting for the the team of Uprising. Yeah, I actually really got excited to triple. It's like yes, no.
Yeah.
It's like damn. But it still counts because we don't judge here. And we're on board with Physique as he is getting a couple tags over the Memo. Legend's going to take out Myksta 240 to 152, and it is looking like Uprising should be able to take out this map. It's fairly convincingly, rather,
Sentry gun ready to deploy.
just under 9 points. I guess you say that. It is contested at the moment. Lightning Strike going in from Van Physique. They're getting a couple points. 247, 248, 249, and there we go. 250 to 157. That is map number 1, and we did see a couple close calls, but Phoenix Uprising do take out this first map.
Phoenix Uprising just a little bit too strong in the end there for Insurgency, but I have to give credit to Insurgency. They've done a brilliant job through that whole of the map, just trading back hills. But in the end, I think it all came down to how Myksta used those score streaks, and in my opinion, he wasted them both. And then the team of Phoenix Uprising were able to capitalize on that, take control, and then you did see a couple of score streaks in the end they're brought into play, and those did play a really big issue for the squad of Phoenix Uprising, and just really they just completely shut out the Insurgency team at the end there, and you did see roughly a 100-point win there. So it's going to be very interesting to see if such a, I want to call it a dominant win, but such a convincing win can be brought over into the Search and Destroy. And of course, Myksta, you previously did cast the Insurgency and Avant game, the Search and Destroy, that was played up last, and the second map. So you've seen a lot more of the Insurgency guys playing the Search and Destroy, and how do you think they're going to counteract the Phoenix team in the Search and Destroy?
We've yet to say Phoenix play, but just the way that I'm predicting this matchup to go, regardless of who takes the victory, I think it's going to be going round for round, maybe taking their attacking rounds, maybe their defensive rounds, but I don't think it's going to be a clean sweep just like we saw in that last map between Avant and Insurgency. I don't think it's going to go out like that to be like sort of 6-2-ish. I think it's going to go round for round. I think both teams are going to be just countering each other, playing to their strengths. We do have Standoff, Search and Destroy, I believe, coming up next, and yep, there we go.
It's going to be very interesting, as you said. Of course, it will be Standoff, Search and Destroy. Now, the thing with Standoff, I really want to keep an eye on a lot of the players that we're spawning, and we've seen it a lot more in recent times. Grenades have been a huge factor in Search and Destroy, and a lot of the players are starting to break out these absolute long-haul Kobe grenade spots where they just throw it in the... To us, it seems like it's going to be just randomly in midair, but they land right in the laps of the enemy players, and it turns out to be absolutely brutal and devastating if done correctly. So I really want to keep an eye on a couple of the players that go for those spots and go for the spawn grenades. But I also want to keep an eye on if any of them flak jacket, because previously in the hardpoint game I did flick through real quick a couple of the players, and it seems like as of recently not as many players have been favoriting the flak jacket class over the lightweight. And that's something I always have to question. Personally, I am a flak jacket fan. I always believe it's the perfect perk to keep you, especially if you're anchoring, OBJing, or even slaying. Just keeps you alive and saves you so many times over lightweight. But I'm going to be very interested to see if a few of the players do in fact have that on their classes or choose to opt for the lightweight. So Myksta, that's something that I really want to keep an eye on. Is there anything you want to keep an eye on during the Search and Destroy?
I'm pretty sure that you just basically just... I really have no words to really say anything else. You just summed it up in a nutshell right there about pretty much everything that we should be expecting, whatnot. We've already discussed everything. I'm not really expecting anything really apart from the norm from these teams. I guess the norm in my mind, it might not be the norm in your mind, but either way it's the norm, so I can't really find the correct words to explain it out. But, regardless, we got Standoff S&D coming up next, and isn't that the important part?
That is the important part, and I think it's going to come down to the first 3 rounds, and what I mean by that is whoever takes out the first 3 rounds, so if they end up taking out 2-1, I feel like that team will end up taking out the Search and Destroy. That's just the way I view it. I'm seeing a couple of these team plays previously. It's going to be very interesting. As I spoke about those Kobe grenades, I just saw Kui go for one, and he does connect with Swanee on top of that car there, and unfortunately Swanee, mate, you got to watch out for those killer cars, and you need to invest in some Flak Jacket. And shots exchanging all around the place. One player left alive. That's going to be Trent there, rocking the curry clan tag there. Love the support there, bro. But he's got a 1v3 situation, so he has to go for something now. But plenty of time on the clock still. But the bomb did go down out the front of A, and of course the Insurgency players would have seen that, so they're going to start to set up camp there. It seems like one player has, and as I say that, Maka just fought Trent there, ends up getting some back shots into it, and Myksta, that was a very convincing round by the squad of Insurgency over Phoenix, but of course it will switch sides, and hopefully we'll see more life out of the Uprising's team.
Switching sides.
Exactly right, as we swap sides now with the Insurgency side being on their attacking round. Now we did actually see this in their previous S&D match in the last series. We saw Insurgency take their first defense round and then not play too great for the remaining round. So hopefully they can keep things off. Of course, it's a new map, and for Zeke, we'll get the shot off on Kui, dropping that bomb as Zeke will take out Trent. So we'll jump on board with Zeke. No, he'll get taken out too. Sorry for that, commentator's curse. It happens. I can't control it, but that's okay. Critical will take out Legends, and it's now a 2v2 situation. Bomb is down over near this A bomb site. Now we do have a couple shots going off from a Critical outside, trying to get a needs to reload as he ran out of ammo. I thought he would have been able to get that shot, but Swanee will take out Critical. Maka takes out Swanee. That becomes 2-0 to the team of Insurgency, with the round-ending kill cam from Maka up next.
Beautiful two-piece by Maka there, as he just picked up the player at the side of yellow, rotated over the bomb, and that beautiful one burst to the head there. Eat it, son, he says to the Phoenix Uprising team. So, in my opinion right now, it seems like Insurgency just playing the Search and Destroy a lot better there. And Myksta, I'm not too sure if you've noticed this, but I've been noticing it a lot more, with especially some of these players, not all of them opting to use dead silence while playing Search and Destroy. I was just flicking through a couple of the Insurgency players there, and it seems like 3 out of 4 of them are not using dead silence, or are opting for either dexterity or extreme conditioning, and then the other players on the Phoenix Uprising squad all choosing to rock the dead silence. And that's something I've been noticing a lot more, especially from the team of Insurgency. I'm not too sure if it's paying off for them or not, because I've been seeing them, you know, just get basically sound hoard around the corner and then get taken out there. But as I've been, you know, flabbering my guts there, last player was Kui there, and Kui pays for it, unfortunately. And Phoenix Uprising finally putting a round on the board. They're bringing it 2-1. As you're watching the kill cam, that beautiful dual band scope spotting that red hot yellow body of Kui there. He stood no chance there in the middle of the screen, and finally Myksta, Phoenix are able to put themselves on the board.
Exactly right, and we're entering to round number 4 for this one. Just a quick little mention, if you'd like a shout out, feel free to tweet at us at Myksta94, at Dr_Curry, and we'll happily give you one. But the more important thing out of doing that is you're getting more viewers into this stream. And can we get the sniper shot off over into A-Cube? No, he can't. He tries to go for the wallbang, still can't get it. Sensenade's going out over to Kui's feet. And we still have to really wait and see if we can see the sniper now. Kui doesn't have dual band on it, but there's no smoke in the way, so it doesn't really matter at the moment, as Mac is going to take out for Zeke. Now they are making a little bit of a play forward over this A-bomb. Legends will take out. Zeke goes back over into that A-cube, as we can see there. But Kui gets taken out. Critical will take out Trent there as well. So let's see what Critical can do. He's looking over from Broken over into Tractor, and he will be rotating around to go for this bomb pickup. But in a 2v2 situation, you know, you just really got to be careful, because if you look at the map, they're rotating around through Grannies now in Kebab. They're checking for this B bomb site. They know that the most logical thing they might do, they'll expect them to still be at A, and they'll go rotate for a B push. And really, they're now wrapping around to try go for a flank.
They're going for the flank there, but there are in fact going to be no players guarding that A bomb site. It looks like the whole of the Phoenix Uprising, Legends and Swanee decided to go for a little bit of a walk around the map there. But now you're going to start to see Legends rotating over to A, and he did spot one player there, tries to make it a 2-piece, getting hit markers, and he does so brilliantly. And with that bomb defuse, he will in fact be able to get that even close to the streaks there. As if you're just questioning what he's doing by destroying those trophies there, people, he's getting extra points. Of course, you get 50 points for destroying the trophy, so he just got an extra 100 points there. Plus the bomb defuse, he's actually going to be extremely close, as he was the last one alive for his team there. Gets the bomb defuse, he's roughly halfway towards that Hellstorm missile, so it's going to be very interesting to see how he plays it. But I just really want to comment on something there. Legends, at the start of the round, he was in a very sticky situation up against Critical, who had his scope locked onto him in that cube area, and now Critical didn't use Flat Jacket or Dead Silence, none of those perks, and it seems like if Legends just used that Grenadier in his back pocket, he could have easily got himself out of that situation. But that's something I noticed as a caster. Obviously, he probably didn't notice it while he was playing there, but he did end up getting the round through his squad there in the end there, and extremely close to score streaks, as he decides to EMP and picks up 100 points with the destroying of the trophies there. And guys, he did pick up that Hellstorm missile. He's looking at trying to make it a lightning strike, and look at that! He went need for speed there and just took out Kui, just giving him a little bit of a hug there with that car there, as he's just going to be shooting the player inside that middle courtyard area. That was, of course, Myksta. He was cornered by 2 players, their last one alive. Will, of course, be the one and only Zeke there. He just got red. He's dead red, in fact, sorry, by Swanee there. But decides to rotate back towards the area there, and the bomb did go down. 30 seconds on the clock. Looks like he's going to rotate over towards it. He's got 2 players to contest with, and just like that, Legends does pick up the kill. And with that, he would have got his lightning strike, and Myksta was only roughly halfway into the search and destroy. Seems like Legends does have that Hellstorm and lightning strike combination, and they could play out to be a big role in a possible victory for Phoenix.Uprising.
Halftime.
You know, possible is, I guess, the right word you'd like to use for this situation. Of course, with S&D, especially when it's going 3-2 like this, it's still anyone's game at the moment. Now, we do have Kui picking up this bomb. He's rotating over the boxes. Critical's running point right in front. Trophy's going down. And, you know, Kui doesn't have the dual band on his scope, so unfortunately he can't really use that sniper. Trent's going to take out Zeke, Critical's going to take out Trent, and Swanee's going to take out Myksta. So it's a 3v1, as Legends will also take out Critical, and Kui's now in an awkward position where he's the last one alive. It's a 1v3, but they can't really afford to start giving Team of Uprising a bigger lead in this S&D. So he needs to be really careful to try and see if he can get a clutch, but unfortunately he won't be able to.
But it's not over yet.
Legends will clean him up, and that'll become 4-2 in favour of the team of Phoenix.Uprising, with the round in the kill cam from the man of Legends.
4 uncontested rounds have gone in favour of Phoenix.Uprising, bringing it back from a 0-2 deficit. And ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, of course, it's going to be the man of What a Legends. He does have that Hellstorm and Lightning Strike combination, very close to getting another RCXD, so he's actually loving those score streaks right now. He's going to be throwing that EMP, trying to get some early points, which he does so he's just roughly an assist away. And now, he does need 2 more rounds for his squad, and here comes that Hellstorm missile, going to give all the callouts, but unfortunately it doesn't look like he's going to be able to connect with any of the players there. Mindfreak, also known as Insurgency, playing that brilliantly, every single one of them staying indoors, and no one was affected by the Hellstorm missile, but they would have got the callouts there. And Legends does have that lightning strike in his back pocket, just got red shotted there by one of the players of Insurgency. That was critical going for the reload, but no, there's a play right there. That's going to be Physique, huge kill with that submachine gun there, and Myksta once again, last one alive in a 1-on-3 situation. Bomb will be going down right now at A by the hands of the Phoenix.Uprising squad.
Yeah, and I also want to point out, Legends actually re-getting his RCXD car there as well from that bomb plant.
He is absolutely going off now. I'm just looking at the score per minute. He's even making it more. He is roughly on 1,600 points in Search and Destroy. That is huge, ladies and gentlemen, especially seeing as though he hasn't died for roughly 5 rounds and is extremely close to another set of streaks, but still with that lightning strike in his back pocket. I really cannot see anything going in favour of the Insurgency squad or lineup right now. I really want to keep an eye on how Legends plays it, see if he goes for a defensive role. Of course, they are on the defense of the map, so he doesn't really have to push the Mindfreak team. And Myksta, at this stage, it looks like it's going to be the squad of Phoenix.Uprising who are on track to take out map number 2, the Search and Destroy on standoff.
Exactly right, and it is the team of Insurgency is attacking around. We do have Myksta going to take out Physique. Now let's jump on board with Myksta, as we haven't really jumped on board with him yet for this S&D game type for this series. And he's looking to get the kill over on top ground. He's getting a couple of shots through the wall, and Zeke will finish it off for him. Lightning strike going in from Legends. Will he be able to take someone out? But it doesn't matter. Trent will take out Myksta, and it's now a 2v2 situation as Trent makes it a double to take out Critical. But with Kui with the bomb, he's going to be looking like he wants to go for this A-plane. He will get taken out from Broken, and Legends on a 9 kill streak, going 10-2 with yet again another lightning strike going in. He just called one in. That's 2 for this one round.
He is just going off, of course. He very rarely sees score streaks in play. Now, they do know the bomb is down today, so it looks like Legends is just going to take his time. And as I called it, Hellstorm Missile rained in, and unfortunately for the Insurgency player, it looks like he is going to be in no man's land there, and Zeke had to go for that bomb plan in the open of the map, knowing that Legends had that Hellstorm Missile. And you're watching the kill cam, he had nowhere to hide. Halfway through it, he realized that he was gone, and that Hellstorm Missile just tracks you so easily. And Legends, man of the match there for the Search and Destroy. He couldn't have played that any better, of course, getting double score streaks. Something you don't see at all, or very often. That's actually the first time I've ever seen it in a pro match. I'm not too sure about you, Myksta, but Legends, 1800 score in Search and Destroy. That is a brilliant effort by him, of course. But Myksta, that was map number 2. We will, of course, be going to map number 3, which will be a CTF on raid. And of course, I'm just going to bring it back to what I said before about how Insurgency, to me, weren't as strong on that CTF game that we saw before. And just having a demoralizing loss in that Search and Destroy, it's going to be very interesting to see if they can counteract it or bounce back in the CTF.
I'm really just speechless for this one. Now, what was the final score for that one? It was
6-2.
6-2. Okay, so I was actually
6
thinking
uncontested rounds.
Yeah, I was just thinking of like, remember at the beginning how I was like, it's going to be round for round. It's not going to be like a 6-2 scoreline, and it did turn out to be a 6-2 scoreline. So unfortunately, I didn't have the best luck of this one in calling the score, but we do have Capture the Flag raid going up next, and we do have these guys kill themselves, so we'll end and re-go back. So it gives me a bit more time to just continue on what I was saying. But you know, they've been in this situation before, Insurgency. They're 2-0 down.
Yep. They
still have 3 maps to go.
Stand down.
Now,
it's a draw.
They can still take out these next 3 maps, of course. But, you know, their momentum and their motivation just could be slipping right now. But being one of those top tier teams, they could definitely come back and come out clutch to take out these maps. I'm hoping that these guys will be able to do that. But they definitely going to pick up some form in some areas, but the team of Phoenix.Uprising, you got to give them credit. They're playing really well. I really can't just describe it. But we are starting up on this Capture the Flag on raid. I'm getting lost for words in this series, and it's not really good. But
yes, it has a bit been like that. I don't think anyone expected Phoenix.Uprising to go 2-0 against Insurgency, as dominating in a fashion which they are doing so far. And the CTF will become could be possibly the make or break for Insurgency. Of course, they have no more chances now. They have to win the next 3 maps in a row, and unfortunately, once again, for the second time, it looks like we're just going to be going to the lobby again. Obviously, the players not exactly ready for the game to start up yet. Of course, they just have to get their streaks fully set up. As you watch Swanee just shot his teammate in the back there. But as I was saying before, it's going to be very interesting to see if, you know, it seems as though they, in a sense, Mindfreak or Insurgency are on their last life. They can't lose another map, or else that's it, unfortunately, for them. And seeing as though they really want to place a little bit higher, walk away with a little bit more cash in their pocket, they really have to lift their game right now. And in the CTF, it will come down to the wire. I really want to see them come out of their skins, basically, play on another level, which is what I'm hoping for. But, of course, you know, it could go either way, Myksta, you know, and I just really want to see a really hotly contested map going on. I really want to see this series continued, because these are 2 of the best teams going around right now. And it's going to be very interesting to see how it goes down. I think I've said that like 4 times already. But do you have anything else to add, Myksta, as we finally start up the game once again?
Not really. You did really sum it up perfectly right there. And last minute notes. As you mentioned, as we started the last attempt for starting up Capture the Flag raid, it's really the make or break map for the team of Insurgency. If they take it out, they're still in it. If they lose, they do lose the overall match, but of course still come back with seedings. And it obviously all depends, of course, who's second, who's third, and who's fourth, of course, between Uprising, Insurgency, and Avant-Garde. So every single map counts, but look at that opening push. We saw this in the Avant game as well. We saw Insurgency playing extremely well in their opening push, and they managed to get a flag cap in the first 40 seconds. And oh my Kui, I actually thought he got that third kill there. I would have screamed.
That was an amazing push by the Insurgency squad. You saw them all spread out brilliantly. Dropped 3 of the players from Phoenix.Uprising in the first 10 seconds, which allowed them to push even further into the base. They got extremely close to actually pulling away with that flag, and as you said, oh my Kui, indeed. Really got away with it there, as you just saw a counter pull being going down, and that was Trent, who tried to answer back, but unfortunately running into 2 players in the middle of the kitchen area there. As it just seems like both teams are just trading shots right now, trading kills, and just trying to fight for the map controllers. It seems like it's going to be Mindfreak's turn to answer back, but for Zeke, he doesn't want any of that. Taking down Zeke there in critical. He's going to be on a push down the left side of the map, down the poolside area. He's going to get contested by 2 players in mid there. He's going to go for the airfire, but unfortunately unable to connect with those second shots there. As it seems like it's now going to be the squad of Phoenix.Uprising going for a little bit of a pull here, and they're going to be going straight down the middle of the map. It seems like if it's going to be Trent, if he's just got 1 player to get tested with big kills there, and the return goes down. Zeke just went massive there for his team. Of course, he was the last man standing, and it would have been an easy flag cap for Trent there. But it just seems like both of these teams are just trading control of the map right now, as it seems like Mindfreak have a better hold right now. You just saw Phoenix that had a better hold right now, and Myksta, it just seems like this could go either way right now, and it's only been 2 minutes into the game.
Exactly right, and would you look at that, 2 minutes in, we still have 3 minutes left, and it's been incredible so far. We've had teams been just trying to play out of their mind, trying to make setups going, and Zeke playing that one extremely well, but Kui's going to pick up this flag. He's going to be running up driveway. He needs to check his red, and he's already predicting it. Now let's look at the minimap. There is one in top red, and he'll be able to get the kill, playing that one extremely nice. And running over to Monument, he's got his teammates now getting the spawn at the back of Tyler's, and they're going to be covering him. He's going to be running through the side of Laundry, and he's going to be just needing to check these corners.
Look at Trent.
He's running rocks, and can he get the double?
We have the enemy flag.
Maka's saving that flag, but now it is a team down. They should be able to get this counter cap going, maybe.
Possibly. Wow. You know what, I just have to really say, the way that Phoenix played that brilliantly, the cutoffs that they had set in place, you saw 2 of them already on the flag when the flag was roughly for the Insurgency squad around the outer ring. It looks like now Phoenix will be going around the outer ring, and it looks like they should be able to uncontest. There's going to be an uncontested flag run there, and that will get capped. As you saw the cutoffs done brilliantly by the player of Trent there. He's actually having an amazing game, extremely close to score streaks once again. But you did see a massive 2-piece going on by Hidden there. He allowed his team to get the clutch there and get that flag returned for the counter cap. And as you said, they did manage to successfully do that. As it looks like it's finally going to be Mindfreak trying to answer back here. Insurgency Zeke, he's going to be going towards that poolside right side of the map there. He's going to spot no players, but there will be one run that Tiki. But it looks like Mac is going to hunt him down. Critical. Also getting a kill to his name there. 2 left alive. It's going to be the one and only Swanee. He's going to be in any real position. For Zeke pushing towards the flag too. He's going to spot Critical there. Has to go around the back there. And it just seems like he's not going to be able to do it. And that flag should be capped just as it did there. Insurgency entering back with their own cap there, and Myksta with a minute left. It's really hotly contested map so far.
Exactly right, and it's really just happened in really the last 60 or so seconds, and Trent is pulling this flag. He's getting shots off, and that smoke that he put down nearly got him away. Critical will get taken down at Wheelbarrow. Let's see who's going to pick up this flag. We have Physique. He's going to be going for it. It's got 35 seconds in this half to make something happen, and we had Kuru pick up the flag, trying to run over the pool side to make that up, and this should be a 2-1 lead so far.
Not victory just yet.
Left in this first half, and we kill still trading left, right, and center as we look at the map. We do still have the spawn over on the other side. I don't think any more flag caps are going to be it for this half, and we'll end the first half with the 2-1 scoreline. But we still have 5 minutes of action still coming up next for you guys, and you know what? I still think it's going to have a couple more flag caps left in it.
Possibly, you know, it's just very interesting. I just have to have a flick through there. The scores are 2-1. And no player, in fact, does have score streaks. It seems like one player for Phoenix.Uprising is extremely close. but no one else was unable to get those final kills or final points to get the score streaks, which is very rare to see, especially with, you know, 3 caps already going down, 2 in favor of Phoenix.Uprising over Insurgency. So I found that very interesting. Big kills obviously getting exchanged around the map, and that player that was close to score streaks was Physique, as it looks like he's going to be going for a little bit of defensive role, and if he can get that sentry gun, it could be huge for his team. He's going to be predicting there's going to be a player around there, which there will to his left, but both of them just somehow narrowly missing them, and that is in fact going to be it's going to be Myksta, and Myksta just doesn't spot him either. It could have been a big kill there, throwing that grenade right towards Swanee there. It finally does get the kill. It's going to be 2 players for Mindfreak pushed up. Here comes the 3rd player to give him some support. It looks like Mindfreak, big kills exchanging right there. So he's going to try and get the spawn kills on the players spawning up top. 1 player is set up for cutoff, so that's going to be Trey. Can he go big once again? Unfortunately. Wow, Critical is actually just going off right now with that flag there. He just don't get that huge kill. Did pick up that Hellstorm missile. If he can get this cap, he will get full score streaks, but there's going to be 2 players for Phoenix trying to stop that. One of them does get dropped. It's going to be Legends.
Sentry gun ready to
going back to that discussion I said about the score streaks, finally Critical does get some in his hand there. And that sentry gun, the 5th player, does go down, adding a bit of defense to his team. But very interesting, Myksta. Physique also did pick up his full score streaks.
Yeah, and they're definitely going to come into play in these last couple of minutes. We've got 3 minutes 50 seconds remaining. This is the second half of the capture the flag raid. We have that sentry gun there, and you know it's shooting a couple of bullets over. Still hasn't been able to get them any kills yet. But you got to keep in mind the Phoenix side. They're just running from these angles. They know it's going to be there now. And they're going to try to destroy it, as I don't believe there's any trophy systems there as well. Kui's going to take out Trent. Legend's going to pick off a kill as well. It is 2-2 in terms of flag, 2-0 in terms of the overall maps in favour of Uprising. And Kui playing that extremely nice to take out Swanee there. And 3 minutes 15 seconds remaining. Kui is pushing up slowly. As you look at the map there, they have their own sentry gun there up at the back of their spawn. Kui is a little bit boxed and he will get taken down. That's 3 down for the team of Insurgency. And the team of Uprising are actually slowly trying to push up as Zeke will take out Zeke. Flag is actually picked up by the man of Zeke. And can Zeke really run this by himself? He's managed to dodge sentries, he's managed to kill players.
Did you see him dodge that sentry?
I didn't.
I'm sorry, I'm speechless about that. I do not know how he did it.
Dodging hailstorms too, why not? He says he wants to dodge everything. Why not bring out the lightning strike to boot, and he can dodge that too. He's running down through driveway at the moment. You're checking over on this mini map. There's 2 over the zigzag area. Lightning strike's going in. Okay, I know I actually gave him that challenge, but I think that was a bit over the top.
Wow, look at that. It's going to be Critical just running in. Also getting score streaks for himself there. I'm not too sure if he's actually close to that sentry gun or if he picked them up previously. Actually, no, he did pick them up previously. He's actually getting extremely close to getting it for a second time though, as he did get a kill on Myksta. There was a sentry gun. And flags have been trading between these 2 teams all map long. And we saw a brilliant counter cap going down from the squad of Insurgency. And in all honesty, it just, to me, it feels like it's this whole map has been in favor of the squad of Insurgency. But it just seems like Phoenix.Uprising are just getting those really huge big kills and plays when they need to, getting those flag caps at such important times, which they've been doing all game long. There was 2 minutes left, score streaks in hand of each of the team. It's only going to be Legends was a Hellstorm still in his back pocket, but also Physique was a Lightning Strike. Critical, only one for his squad was any of them. And just real quick, Mike, so how about we bring up the scoreboard? There's a minute 30 left. It looks like Kui is just absolutely going off there. 22 for 17. Doesn't really matter about the deaths there, but he's been doing a brilliant job at running Slayer. And then you got Critical dropping negatives there, but he's been doing the OBJ work. And on the opposite side, Physique and Legends, both key players for the Phoenix team. As it looks like Phoenix will be trying to push this flag very aggressively. 3 of them pushing around from that ring area. And Myksta, I feel like this could go down to the wire. With just 1 minute left. Was of course Insurgency 1 flag up.
Yeah, exactly right. Earlier in the night, the last CTF we saw, it got decided in the last 5 seconds. So we still have 45 seconds left, and those 45 seconds could still come to play in this one. It's 3-2. Insurgency are still up, but you got to keep in mind their last matchup they were up 1-0 technically, and then of course it did even back up to 2 apiece. Eventually, 2 coming through driveway. Physique gets a double, makes it a triple. One of them being his teammate, but it still counts. Fine and dandy. Critical wrapping around there, taking out Physique, and he's just holding off. He just needs to hold off for a good around 5 seconds, and they should be able to definitely secure themselves the win. And there we go. I call that a GG. Streaks going in there as well. You got the lightning strike, and we do have picking up a couple kills. Makes it a triple, makes it a quad, including his teammate, and he will get taken out. But that will be Insurgency's first map of this series, taking that one out 3-2. Maybe the possibility of a comeback. They, of course, were 2-0 down. It is now 2-1. We do have our next map coming up next, which will be Hardpoint Standoff, followed by S&D Meltdown.
It's going to be very interesting to see if the Insurgency can follow through and take out map number 4 and bring it to that Search and Destroy Meltdown, as you said. But we got Hardpoint coming up next. Of course, Phoenix.Uprising did take the previous Hardpoint by a good 100 points. It was on slums, so it's going to be very interesting to see if they can carry that over. But Myksta, I think Mindfreak, they really did outplay Phoenix.Uprising in that CTF, and I'm not too sure if that's a weak game mode for Phoenix.Uprising, or if Mindfreak just, not Mindfreak, sorry, Insurgency just lifted their game and did a brilliant job there. So I want to see if they can lift their game in the hard point, but I'm still keeping in the back of my mind that there was a 100-point victory beforehand by Phoenix.
That's definitely going to be something to keep in mind, but you also got to take in consideration the maps, especially maybe it just wasn't their map. We did see things getting turned around every now and then, even though just under 100 points or so there was the last victory. I wouldn't rule them out of this hardpoint standoff. I think they'll surprise you, Dr. Curry, and yep. I definitely want to jump on board with the Insurgency side. Up first, let's jump on board with the man of... Let's stick on board with Critical, see what we can do with the M8A1. Now remember, if you'd like a shout out, feel free to tweet us at Myksta4 at Dr_Curry, and we'll give you one shout out to the Phoenix Esports Twitter at Phoenix Esports AU, and the Cybergamer Xbox at CGAU as well for those constant tweets and retweets.
So, Myksta, who do you want to keep an eye on for the start of this hardpoint?
I'm still on board with Critical at the moment. We do have Trent actually taking out Zeke, and Legends taking out Critical, playing a nice flank role there. So we'll jump on board with... Nope, he's dead. And we'll jump on board with Swanee there. As he's currently... No, he's dead too. So let's jump on board with Trent as he's on top wood. He's going forward. He's going a little bit suicidal. But no! He can get the kill, but Kui gets a nice double there. As Kui's currently in the hard point. We've got trophy system going in, Nads going in, breaking them instantly. And it's hard point now. Contested, 3 people going out from broken. There's a double. Can he get the triple? No, he can't, but he did get a couple streaks. Kui actually got his Hailstorm to boot. Swanee now on a 3-kill streak. Currently getting it, makes it 4. Hailstorm coming in, trying to get the people going over on that green. Won't be able to pick up kill though, and he will rotate over onto the green hardpoint, which is of course the second hardpoint location in the rotation. It is 29 to 13, 8 minutes 45 remaining in this hardpoint standoff. We're only at the beginning, and Swanee now actually has his Hailstorm and his Lightning Strike to boot with the Sentry Gun. Coming up close, it's about halfway there. A couple more kills and he'll see himself with that one. Now he does see a couple going over through jump up over onto the window, and he will get actually taken down. So no Sentry Gun for him, but we do have the team of Insurgency. They're currently in the hard point, sitting at the top, and the members of Upper. So they need to play that smart, but Kui getting a nice double. Maka going to take out Swanee. Can he get the third? No, he can't, but his teammates there to back him up. We have Maka and Zeke in the hard point, and the team of Uprising are just trying their best to just push forward, but with only 13 seconds left, they're just going to be sitting out for grannies. And let's jump on board with the man of, let's see who's already in there. This really doesn't seem like there's only even in there yet, but we'll stick on board with whoever does jump, and he managed to jump in there anyway, and that is the man of Trent, so we'll stick on board with him.
I just want to quickly bring up what you said before about, taking into consideration how teams play on different maps. And of course, we did see Phoenix take out the hard point and then take out the Search and Destroy, which was on Standoff, which is the current map being played right now for the hard point in a very dominant fashion. So I really want to know if it was just, a lucky game, or if they're very good at Standoff and hard point, which could be an absolutely deadly mixture for the Insurgency lineup. But as you can see, they're just trying to get in this granny hard point. But it seems like the man at Trent doing an amazing job at keeping them out there. Zeke did manage to get shots exchanging there, but Swanee answering back brilliantly for himself right there. And I've just been switching through the players. It seems like a few more of them have learned from their mistakes, and 2 more players, and in fact using that flak jacket class in favour of the lightweight, which is very good to see, as streaks will start to rain down from Swanee, only able to connect with Kui there. It seems seems like Phoenix up by roughly 20 points, rotating over to this current hard point, which is of course the red and big two-piece there by Swanee. He's of course on the opposite side of the map. He's going to try to pick them up with the spawns there, but it seems like it's going to be Mindfreak who do end up contesting it. But that trophy system unfortunately stopping it there. Was roughly 20 points separating the two. Swanee extremely close to Strix. Once again decides to opt to go for that top area as Trent, big two-piece by him there to take control of the hill. As it's going to be Phoenix who are going to start to swarm in there right now and take control. And it just seems like every time Mindfreak set up for a hill, Myksta, it's going to be a squad of Phoenix.Uprising that just break it instantly. Trent is actually going off right now. Have to get on board with him. He's picked up that lightning and hellstorm. Makes it the sentry gun too. They're starting to rotate already. And he is absolutely destroying kids. Unable to get the triple there on Physique. But he just went absolutely off. There was a huge gun streak there. As it's going to be starting to see Phoenix.Uprising setting up to the middle hard point. Was roughly 60 points lead. It seems like Phoenix.Uprising do have the upper hand.
Exactly right. They do have the upper hand, and it is turning out to be, what it was a little in the first hard point. They're getting a little bit more of a lead every now and then. The team Insurgency, they're not calling it quits at the moment. We've got Myksta with his hailstorm and his lightning strike, 119 to 70. It's not that much of a difference. It's 50 points, 5.5 minutes remaining. Still plenty of time to make something happen. Now he does have his sentry gun. He's just staying alive. Lightning strike going in. I'm not too sure by who, but it still hasn't managed to pick up any kills. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Zeke will pick up kills. Legends will take out Zeke, and Swanee will take out Myksta, with Gooey taking out Trent. Now those score streaks from Myksta will come into play. Let's do a quick look. And it doesn't really seem like anyone... Oh, no, we do have Legends with the Hailstorm, Trent with a Sentry and a Lightning Strike, and Swanee calling in his kill streaks as well. So basically nearly every member of the Uprising side did have a streak or so to use. And they could definitely come into play, but of course you've got to keep in mind that Insurgency have streaks as well. That Sentry gun's planted on the outside of Store, watching over into Street. So... Yeah, it did just get taken down, as you said, but...
Wow, look at that spawning. I'm sorry, I just have to interrupt you there, Mindfreak. Not Mindfreak, sorry, I've got to get used to calling them Insurgency. A little bit of a habit there, just trying to break it, but they are spawning ages away. Now they're finally spawning a little bit closer right at the front of the server there, but it was roughly 50 points separating the two teams. And the final 20 in this one, it's going to be the team of Insurgency trying to contest it right now. They're going to be player up top, Legends, big two-piece. He's going to try and make it a third, but Kui answering back, Trent then getting a big kill on himself right there, as he's going to be absolutely destroying kids. And Myksta, Trent is going off right now. I really want to bring up the scoreboard and see how he is going. And 22 kills with 7 captures. You couldn't ask for a better role of a teammate right there, as Trent is absolutely going off, as he's also extremely close to score streaks once again, as Phoenix.Uprising has rotated to the current hill, which is, of course, top grandmas, and they'll be doing it brilliantly, as Trent did just pick up that Hellstorm missile. He's going to call it in, trying to pick up any of the players of Insurgency. Only able to connect with Zeke there. Didn't spot anyone else there. There will be a few of them just going straight through that back alley, trying to get some kills if they can. But unfortunately, Trent did just get that Sentry Gun and Lightning Strike combination. Those will play a big role, as he is just absolutely eating kids alive there. That was a 7 gun streak by him. As he's going to start to rotate with 20 seconds over to bottom red, as it looks like it's going to be the squad of Phoenix.Uprising going for the throats of Insurgency, and they want to finish it out right now on this current hill, not on the current hill, but on the next hill, which of course would be red. Myksta, do you think that possibly the team of Insurgency could make a little bit of a comeback?
They definitely can. Look, we do have a sentry gun planted for... We actually have a sentry gun for either team planted right in front of each other, over outside near barn, watching Store. So that's actually really interesting. Doesn't seem like anyone's really going to be going there anytime soon. But one of them has actually been destroyed. That was the team of Phoenix.Uprising's one that has been destroyed and taken out. So we have the team of Insurgency sitting up on this Store nicely. They're going to be pushing through boxes. We have that sentry gun watching through front. Critical does get taken down by Legends and a nice shot off. And they are pushing through Zeke with a nice triple. They're taking out Swanee for Zeke and Legends. We see one more coming through Petrol. They need to be careful with lightning strikes going in. They're getting kills there as well. I'm not too sure if that's managed to pick up a lot of people there, but it is still extremely close. It is only round about 60 points and closing in. We still have 120 points to go. Well, 120 seconds, so still 120 points odd still left in this game, so it's still plenty of time. It's for a comeback, and you can see that they've held the majority. They've held all of this store basically,
all the time, yeah.
except for a couple of little contests which did get ended really quickly. And if they're able to get this courtyard, they've got kill streaks going in for it. The team of Uprising, now 2 of their members get taken out. They'll get a spawn. Legends gets taken out now as well. Insurgency are in the hard point. They can still come back to win this one. 45 seconds to go in this hard point.
Oh, wow.
It's 90 seconds to go in this game. Plenty of time to make something happen.
This is starting to look like a fairy tale run by the Insurgency squad, who are just locking down this hill brilliantly. They got full time on the previous one. Looks like they're getting roughly full time on this one. With less than a minute left, it looks like it will come down to the wire. And the squad of Phoenix.Uprising just need to get in it, but those score streaks are playing a big role as Zeke is just keeping them out right now. As Trent will try and contest it, manages to pick up one, needs to just hold it, as there is less than 5 points separating the 2 teams. Coming into what could be the final map was roughly only just mere seconds coming down to it. Of course, the squad of Phoenix.Uprising just up by 5 there, but it does have they do have to try and break Insurgency's setup, as Insurgency do take the lead. They were down 100 points with 35 seconds left. It looks like it will come down to the wire. It's going to be Trent trying to push on the outer, but get absolutely destroyed by Myksta there. There will be a sentry gun still in play. Critical top of the hill, and right now the hill is getting contested. It looks like Critical Myksta. Huge free piece there. Can't make it a quad there. Trent shut him down there, and Myksta, Insurgency, have just brought it back from a 100-point deficit to end up taking out map number 4, bringing themselves back into it. And as I hope we are going to see it, we will see a map number 5. Search and destroy on Meltdown as Insurgency. What a comeback there. They were down 100 points, locked down 2 hills consecutive, and then came down to that green one, and they just held it down for roughly 50 seconds. That's all they had to do, and they did it to absolute perfection. And in all honesty, I'm not too sure if that was Insurgency outplaying Phoenix.Uprising, or Phoenix.Uprising choked it there, but Myksta, that's not the issue. We will see map number 5, Search and Destroy, on Meltdown.
Well, regardless, we would have seen map number 5 being played out because of the maps for and against, but it's always better to see it as the decider. And you said they came back after a 100-point deficit, right? But you can think of it like that, which is a feat of its own. But you also got to consider they were 2-0 down in maps. Now it's 2-2. Both teams took out 2 maps consecutively. Phoenix.Uprising took out the first 2. Now Insurgency take out the next 2. Can they carry on that momentum into this final map? This is S&D Meltdown. This is the decider. And this could decide whether they're 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. Who knows?
This is going to be huge. And we've got to keep in the back of our mind that Phoenix.Uprising won the previous Search and Destroy. They won it 6-2. They lost the first 2 rounds, but then they won 6 uncontested rounds in a row. I really want to keep, I want to stress that point to the viewers that you cannot count out the squad of Phoenix.Uprising. I think no one expected them to take out that first Search and Destroy like they did. And now seeing as though the 5th map, as you said, was going to get played, but now that the 5th map actually does mean something to each of the teams, it is going to be absolutely so crucial for each of the squads. And you couldn't ask for a better map to do it on, Myksta, could you? Meltdown, 5th map, it's going to be the decider. It's literally, this map is literally the decider for all series in my mind. It always plays out at the end of a series, especially if it's so close. I couldn't ask for anything better. We're just waiting for the teams, of course, to set up their kill streaks and they're setting up their score streaks and their classes. Of course, they just got to switch them around. But do you have any thoughts on the match that we're about to see, Myksta?
Honestly, I just can't wait to see how this gets played in just like that. It will be counting down. We are starting on this S&D Meltdown map number 5 on... this is the last match. This is the last map of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Just tweet it out. Get hyped for this map. You saw Insurgency come back from a 2-0. They were facing a 2-0 at the beginning. They unfortunately couldn't back the first time. They're faced with it again, and this time they might be able to. This is definitely depending on the seeds. And you know, maybe because Insurgency didn't get that 4-1 victory or that 5-0 victory, they caught, Uprising, they might not even get second or third, depending on, you know, the other settings as well from Avant. But we do have straight off the bat Swanee taking out Critical. I'm not too sure what Critical is doing there, but we do have Physique with the bomb. Brilliant. Swan gets the 2-piece, as you mentioned, and Zeke gets out Legend. So it's a 3v2 situation for Zeke with the bomb, now pushing over to this A-bomb site. We do have Zeke and Myksta, the last two alive. He makes that Zeke alone as he's pushing over into A-bomb. Now he's looking around, can't spot anyone at the moment, checking the bomb. We'll spot the bomb planter. Wow. He couldn't get him in time, and we'll be taking out the first round. We'll go on to the team of Phoenix.Uprising as they take out the first round. And it becomes 1-0.
Swanee just did pick up an ace there, if you guys did not know that. 4 consecutive kills, all on the 4 players for Insurgency. And guys, if you don't know how Search and Destroy works, it's a first to 6, a possibility of 11 maps being played out, and you only get 1 life per round. The rounds they do go for a minute 30. There are 2 bombs. You want to try and plant the bomb, takes only 5 seconds to plant it, but 7 to defuse. Also, you also have 44 seconds until that bomb goes kaput and just blows up in your face. So you're going to see very hotly contested, you know, rounds from these 2 teams, as you're just seeing their kills trading between the 2 teams there. As we really want to keep an eye on Swanee there, he just missed an easy scope on one of the players there, as he's just 1 kill away from picking up that RCXD. He's already on a 4 kill streak, absolutely going off as the bomb carrier for the squad of Insurgency. Will be Kui. Kui pushed up on those yellow vents there. Did spot Legends there. Able to take the kill out on him there. He's going to spot another one there. That was Trent. Big kill, but then Trent does drop at the hands of Myksta. Last one alive will be Swanee. Swanee's got to try to stay alive there. Missed an easy shot there before, as he's just going to be putting hit markers into one of the players there. Of course, he is close to score streaks, as the bomb is currently right on top of B. Getting hit marked once again, and with 30 seconds, Myksta, it looks like this could come down to the wire, as Swanee needs to go big. Went big last round. They're getting hit marked once again by one of the players, and Myksta outplayed him. They're going around the side there. Swanee, little bit of a choke there, but much more convincing round there by the squad of Insurgency.
Exactly right. And look at that round-ending kill cam from the man of Myksta. Now we are starting up. It is 1 apiece, and just judging by the way these are looking like it's going round for round, and that's exactly what we want to see. But of course, it is still early days. It is round number 3. We do have Kui actually going over to this A-bomb site. Let's swap over. We had Swanee getting that double early on at the beginning. He's going 4-1. He's pulling out the scope. Can he spot anyone early on over near this mid? Mac is going to take out Trent there as well with the scope of his own. Can the team of Uprising get this early kill? I'm still waiting for Swanee to get the first kill for his side. Maybe not, as Physique will take out Critical will take out Legends. So 2v3 situation in the favour of Insurgency. We just still have Swanee just watching the flank here for his team. Physique's now running point, and with that 2v3, it's going to be tricky for them to push forward onto this B bomb site, as one is on turbines, one's on their balcony, and one's actually wrapping around there slowly, extremely slowly for them.
Wow. Just on board with Swanee right now, he just absolutely duked out Zeke. They're trying to make it a 2-piece, only getting hit markers on Myksta. There's only going to be 1 player left alive for Zeke. He has to go big for his squad right now. Does have bomb in hand, finds some Kui there. Did spot the player, but Myksta
lost that round.
That MA from long range. Unfortunately, Physique was stuck with that MSMC. He did not stand a chance. As you watch in the final kill cam, Myksta, he heard the shots exchanging over there, and from a range like that, the M8 is so lethal. As you just saw that beautiful 1 burst, and that has brought it 2-1 in favour of Insurgency. Into round number 4 of this Search and Destroy meltdown. Of course, you're going to see Insurgency now on the offensive side. So they have to try and push up to either one of those bobs. It looks like they're going to be going through another one of these B pushes, as the rest of Phoenix.Uprising just trying to spread evenly across the map. They don't want any of the players for Insurgency to really get any much of a headway. But you just saw an early snipe go down from Swanee there. He took down one of the players there. Bomb carrier Kui getting shots from the side there. He's just trying to keep his composure. Player right on top of the bomb there. He did spot his feet there, but I did indeed, as he just keeps watching it, and it seems like he has spotted him. The players exchanging shots all around the place. Physique unable to take out Zeke there. Zeke did take him out in the end there, as shots exchanging once again between 2 more players. That's going to be Zeke challenging Swanee, but Swanee are able to take him out there. 2-on-3 situation. It's going to be Kui, and Maka, last one's alive. They have to face off against Legends, Trent, and Swanee. So you're going to start to see the 3 players left alive spread themselves evenly around the map, which they have done. Legends will be watching over A. It seems like it's going to be Insurgency rotating over to A. It's going to be left up to Legends. He's got to check that bomb, as the bomb is currently being planted by Kui. Kui, only 5 seconds to put the bomb down with mere seconds remaining in the ground. He's done that brilliantly. Player to his left there. That was Legends. Big kill going down there, but Maka also getting a kill to his name too. It's a 1-on-1. Bomb is down, and Maka did just pick up a Hellstorm and Lightning Strike, and the bomb is being defused. Legends, what are you doing, son? He had plenty of time to try and seek out Maka there, but didn't play it at all to any professional standard there. As you see, Maka, an easy kill on him, and Maka has picked up full score streaks. The scores are 3-1 in favor of Insurgency. And with score streaks in hand, Myksta, this could be absolutely brutal on the Phoenix.Uprising squad.
Protect the objective.
And we do jump on board with the team of Phoenix.Uprising now. They are down 3-1. Insurgency are leading. They're riding that momentum from their previous 2 maps. They've had the biggest warm-up, I guess you could say, ever from that previous series. And they're pushing forward onto this A-bomb side. Physique and Trent are pushing forward. Ku's going to get 1 kill. Can he get the other one? No, he can't. Swanee's going to take out Critical as well. So just like that, it's a 3v2 situation. Things are flipped over. Legends will take out Zeke, and the last one alive is Maka. This is looking like it should be Uprising's round, but you've got to keep in mind, Maka with all those kill streaks, unfortunately doesn't have time to use them, and it will be 3-2. Is still in favour of Insurgency, but it's still anyone's game.
Still anyone's game indeed. We've seen so many comebacks in Search and Destroy. You can't keep out any other teams, but you have to keep in the back of your mind that Maka does have those score streaks. Not too sure how he played it there. He managed to get 1 burst onto Physique, but Physique a little bit too strong in the end there for him. As it's going to swap sides, and it's going to be Insurgency on the offensive side. And it's going to be the bomb carrier once again, always the man of Kui. He's always dedicated to running that bomb. Always with that MSMC, always at the front of the pack. Using that EMP to try scatter out any players, gets the hit markers, destroying the trophy also, but he's getting shot at from on top of the bomb there. He's going to try poke his head up, but unfortunately gets punished for it as Zeke trying to answer back, which he does so on the play, getting revenge for his fallen teammate there. Swanee taking out Critical there now. I want to keep an eye on Maka, score streaks in hand. He's playing it a little bit back now, but he's going to be pushing up towards that mid-map on the ramp. There's going to be 2 players to his left and right. Can he scout any of them out? Decides to go into one of the turbines. Does get the hit fire on Swanee there. There's going to be another one in the opposite doorway, 2-on-2 situation. Neither team really giving away any composure of the map there. Now Maka did just spot the final player. Not the final player, sorry, but one of the players.
You got to be careful, guys. Sorry to cut you off there, but he was going straight off the flank. Legends playing that one extremely well, and the bomb is now down. Maka in a 1v2. He needs to check every single corner. Spots one. Can he get it? Yes, he can. Can he get the second one? No.
We lost that round.
Yet again, another screaming moment if that happened. Oh my god, how close is this game?
This game, as you said, it's so close. Even got my words mixed around, that's how close it is. As you just saw, Legends, a easy kill. He's been doing a brilliant job so far. Only 6 rounds have been played. It's coming down to the wire, but once again, Maka hasn't used those score streaks. It's going to be very interesting to see if he does things though he is on the defensive side, so we've got to keep that in the back of our minds. It seems like he's going to be heading over that B, but we'll go on board as one of the players on the offensive. How about the bomb carrier? Zeke will be having a scope in hand. He spotted a player just in the top of the opposite snipe there. That player has jumped down. That was someone from Insurgency, not exactly 100% sure. As he did get the snipe on Maka there. Huge kill. Maka, of course, was the score streaks. So it was a minute left. 3-on-3 situation, and it's going to be 3 players for Insurgency huddled over at the A bomb site. It would be very interesting to see if any of them even rotate over the B, as it seems like it's going to be shots exchanging between Swanee and Critical there. And as I was saying, it's going to be very interesting to see if they do rotate over to B, which it seems like they're going to be doing right now. Physique, the bomb carrier, somehow kept alive this whole round, not exactly 100% sure. He's only got 1 teammate left alive. That's going to be Legends player, top of the steps there. It's going to be Zeke there. He gets absolutely punished. Picking up that RCX decal with Legends, the bomb does go down. Zeke needs to go big for his team. They're getting hit marks on one player. Another one jumps around the corner, Critical, huge kill. And that will be round number 4. That's going to be round 4. To the name of Insurgency. 3-4 is the scoreboard. As the defuse will go to Critical there. And you know
Well
what,
fought.
Myksta, they really
Get
did
ready
need
for
that
the next
round.
round.
It's going to be very interesting to see if Phoenix.Uprising can bounce back.
Exactly right. I'm just looking at this round in the kill cam. He just sees him on top of Turpentine. He goes for a bit of a jump. And who needs to aim? Who needs to aim
Just casually hit
with that
ready
gun? You don't need to.
It melts, kid.
Search and destroy.
Exactly right.
It's
And
like a 9. It just melts. It's brilliant.
Pretty much, and
Neutralize
we
the
are on
objective.
board with the
got
Insurgency
the
side.
bomb.
It's their attacking round. If they can get this one, get that 2-round lead, they'll definitely be motivated, and they can use the momentum. That's the word. To just
in your
take
AO.
out a couple more rounds. Successful one's actually trying to push straight through mid, and he'll get taken straight out. That would be the man of Trent. Now let's look at this overhead map. We do have actually Maka getting taken out by Physique yet again over this middle side. They're going to be trying to make this B side. They need to watch out for a flank. RC cars going in, won't be able to pick off a kill. Unlucky there. I'm not too sure if he had it, but you know they're going to be spewing after that one. Swanee will get taken down over by that mid side by the man of Zeke. 3v2 situation. Insurgency are in the lead in terms of numbers. Now there's one on Critical's left. He needs to be really careful. He's going to poke it anyway. He knows that he should be doing this. He does spot one on that top balcony from that mini-map. He's just looking around and waiting for him to run out, and he'll get the kill. The last one alive is Legends. He's on their top side balcony, and it is a 1v2 situation. He's pushing down, and he gets shots from that top balcony, top turbines area. Needs to be careful. Gets the kill on Critical, bringing it back into a 1v1 situation. He's on the other side. He's taken to full tagged red, bleeding hot red, and he will get taken down by the man of Zeke. 5-3. The score becomes Insurgency only 1 round away from taking this series out.
And if they do so, it's going to be an absolute story and a game to remember. They, of course, were down by 2 maps. If they can bring it back to take it out 3-2, it will be an absolute fairy tale story for them. And it's very interesting. Maka still hasn't used those score streaks, so those will come into play. They will have to come into play, as it seems like Insurgency will try to finish out this round. But I just have to comment on how Legends played that previous round. He was in, a bit of a standoff on top of those turbines. He did have a grenade and also the concussion in his hand. I was basically almost screaming at my monitor, use the concussion! But unfortunately he didn't, and in the end it ended up costing him his life there, as every single player for the team of Phoenix are just going to be chilling inside this little spawn sniper building, as it seems like they will be heading towards that A-Bob side. I'm not too sure if they do know that Maka does have those score streaks, as Physique just trying to get the scope on any of the players, but it seems like they're going to start to rotate over now. Everyone knowing roughly where both teams are. And Myksta shots exchanging snipers from each end of the map, and this could come down to the wires. Critical important kill on Swatty there, as it brings it to a 4-3. And Critical another one. Wow, Critical is going off. We have to just keep that in mind. But look at that big kill on by Physique there. But only 30 seconds left. It seems like it's going to be a little bit too late of a push there. But now, 2-on-2 situation. Legend, big kill on Critical. But Kui answering right back. Physique has to go big. With 20 seconds left, he's in a terrible situation. Spotting a player, but hit mark is unfortunately. What are you doing, son? And like that did just cost him his life. And Myksta, what a comeback from Insurgency. They were down 2 maps to nothing, and they have brought it back to end up taking the series 3-2. And you couldn't ask for a better series, Myksta.
Exactly right. I mean, who doesn't love a comeback like that? Insurgency, as you mentioned, 2-0 down in terms of maps. The team of Uprising, they only needed 1 more map, and they just couldn't seal the deal. Insurgency, 3 maps straight. They take it out 3-2. GG's to both of these teams, and what a night of Call of Duty action it's been for OzCOD. It's been some intense series. We've had Avant taking out Insurgency 4-1, then we had Insurgency taking out 3-2. They've all been incredibly close maps. Some of them only being a couple of points, a couple of rounds. One split-second difference. Everything counted, and just like that, everything is over. We most likely are going to call it a night after this. I'm not too sure on the final seedings of course, these competitions. I'm sure the admins will post up the thread and wrap up and all that when it comes down to when all the matches are played. But, if I do see a quick read on Twitter, no I don't. But any final words, Dr. Curry?
I just have to say it was a pleasure to cast with you once again, Myksta, and the series that we have seen have absolutely been up to, very high quality standard, and I hope everyone in the stream did enjoy the games that you saw, and the casting by myself, of course, Dr. Curry, and joined by Myksta94. I don't really have that much more to say, Myksta, but it was an amazing night, an amazing few series. I'm very thankful to, have the opportunity to cast such a close series in the end there by Insurgency clutching it out against Phoenix.Uprising, and that's all I have to say. Do you have anything else to add before we wrap it up, Myksta?
Not really. I just would like to thank everyone that started tuning in, everyone that tweeted out, everyone that just really wanted to show support for these two teams. These three teams playing it out there, because it was originally a three-way tie in a manner of speaking, if you don't really take in consideration maps and all that, and it's been extremely close throughout this whole series, so I wouldn't even be surprised if it's still resulting in a three-way tie because of it. But we'll just have to wait and find out after all that. But I also, last minute shout out to, of course, all of Cybergamer's media, their Twitter at CGXboxAU, their YouTube's youtube.com/cybergamer.com.au, and of course this Twitch TV channel. Remember to give it a follow, as we'll be trying to do more regular streams on it as well, not just the ODCs, more matches just like this one from Black Ops 2 and maybe some of the Modern Warfare 2 leagues as well. But I think we'll call it a night for there. Thanks all for watching. We'll end off with a little bit of music for you all. Have a good night, and we'll be back next time.